Ladies and gentlemen, life is too short to waste your energy chasing people who don't appreciate your worth. Denzel Washington's wisdom teaches us to focus on self-respect, personal growth, and building meaningful relationships. Let's explore 6 powerful key points to inspire you to value yourself and stop pursuing those who fail to recognize your greatness. And Denzel Washington's wisdom teaches us to fail to recognize your greatness. Recognize your self-worth. Recognizing your self-worth is one of the most empowering steps you can take toward living a fulfilling and authentic life. Your worth is inherent, not something to be earned or proven to others. It is the foundation upon which self-confidence, happiness, and success are built. When you truly understand your value, you stop seeking external validation and start living with purpose and intention. At its core, self-worth is about understanding that you have intrinsic value simply because you exist. It is not tied to your achievements, material possessions, or the approval of others. Many people fall into the trap of defining their worth based on external factors such as job titles, social status, or relationships. While these aspects may bring satisfaction, they do not determine your true value. Recognizing your self-worth means separating who you are from what you do or what you have. One of the first steps in recognizing your self-worth is practicing self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your strengths, values, and unique qualities. Ask yourself what makes you special. Are you compassionate, creative, resilient, or resourceful? Acknowledge these traits and celebrate them. By focusing on your positive attributes, you begin to shift your mindset from one of self-doubt to one of self-appreciation. Self-worth also involves setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. People who undervalue themselves often feel obligated to please others at the expense of their own needs and well-being. They may fear rejection or judgment if they assert themselves. However, saying yes to everyone else while saying no to yourself erodes your self-esteem over time. Recognizing your self-worth empowers you to establish healthy boundaries and prioritize your own happiness. You learn that it's okay to put yourself first, and that doing so doesn't make you selfish, but rather self-respecting. Another critical aspect of self-worth is letting go of comparisons. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. You may feel inadequate because someone else appears to have a better job, a more attractive lifestyle, or more achievements. However, comparisons are the thief of joy. No one's life is perfect, and the curated images you see often don't tell the whole story. And recognizing your self-worth means appreciating your own journey and understanding that your value isn't diminished by someone else's success. If anything, to you, your experienced perspective judgments are keeping you from your success. So, there's that line of consciousness, which is there's power in knowing that your value isn't diminished by someone else's success. Forgiveness is another powerful way to enhance your sense of self-worth. Often people hold on to guilt or shame for past mistakes, believing they define their value. However, everyone makes mistakes, and there are opportunities for growth rather than permanent marks against your character. Forgive yourself for your imperfections and acknowledge that you are a work in progress. Recognizing your worth involves extending the same compassion to yourself that you would to a friend who made a mistake. Building self-worth also requires surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. Toxic relationships where you are undervalued or disrespected can significantly damage your self-esteem. Instead, seek connections with individuals who appreciate you for who you are and encourage your growth. Positive relationships reinforce your sense of worth and remind you of your value. Mindset plays a crucial role in recognizing your self-worth. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, smart enough, or successful enough, you will believe it. Challenge these negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations that reinforce your value. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough for this job," tell yourself, "I bring unique skills and talents to the table." Over time, this practice reshapes your self-perception and strengthens your confidence. And lastly, recognizing your self-worth means taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you prioritize self-care, you send a message to yourself and the world that you value your well-being. Whether it's exercising, eating nutritious food, meditating, or pursuing hobbies that bring you joy, self-care is an act of self-respect. Let go of people who hold you back. Letting go of people who hold you back is one of the most challenging but necessary steps to living a fulfilled and authentic life. Relationships play a significant role in shaping our thoughts, actions, and self-perception. When those relationships become toxic, unbalanced, or unproductive, they can hinder your personal growth and happiness. Recognizing when it's time to let go of such individuals is an act of self-respect and self-care, enabling you to create space for positivity and progress. The first step in letting go of people who hold you back is identifying the signs of a toxic or unsupportive relationship. These relationships are often characterized by negativity, manipulation, or a lack of reciprocity. You may feel drained, undervalued, or consistently criticized in their presence. Instead of supporting your growth, these individuals may discourage you, belittle your aspirations, or compete with you unnecessarily. Right? Recognizing these patterns is essential, as denial or avoidance only prolongs the damage to your well-being. And one of the main reasons people struggle to let go of toxic relationships is fear. This fear can take many forms: fear of being alone, fear of conflict, or fear of hurting the other person's feelings. However, staying in a relationship that holds you back comes at a much greater cost: your mental health, emotional peace, and ability to grow. By confronting and overcoming these fears, you take a significant step toward reclaiming your power and prioritizing your happiness. Letting go does not mean harboring resentment or bitterness. It is not about proving a point or seeking revenge. Instead, it's about releasing yourself from an unhealthy dynamic and choosing peace over conflict. This process often involves forgiveness, not necessarily for the other person's benefit, but for your own. Holding on to anger or grudges only ties you emotionally to the situation, whereas forgiveness allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. Another key aspect of letting go is understanding that not all relationships are meant to last forever. People grow, change, and sometimes drift apart. Just because a relationship served a purpose in the past does not mean it must continue indefinitely. For example, a friend who was once supportive may no longer align with your values or goals. Acknowledging this reality helps you view the decision to let go not as a failure, but as a natural part of life's journey. Setting boundaries is crucial when you decide to let go of someone who holds you back. If the relationship is damaging your peace, you have every right to establish limits on how much access they have to your time and energy. Boundaries might involve reducing contact, ending certain conversations, or even cutting ties completely. While this may feel uncomfortable at first, it is an essential step toward reclaiming control over your life. Letting go also means shifting your focus from the person holding you back to your own growth and well-being. Invest time in building relationships that are healthy, supportive, and inspiring. Surround yourself with individuals who genuinely care about your success, encourage your dreams, and celebrate your achievements. Positive connections uplift you and provide a sense of belonging and motivation that toxic relationships cannot offer. Healing is an integral part of letting go. Removing someone from your life can leave an emotional void, even if the relationship was harmful. Allow yourself time to grieve the loss and process your feelings. Engage in self-care activities that nurture your mind and soul, such as journaling, meditation, or seeking support from a therapist or trusted confidant. Healing is not linear, and it's okay to have moments of doubt or sadness as you adjust to your new reality. Over time, you'll find that letting go of people who hold you back creates space for opportunities, growth, and joy. It frees you to pursue your passions without the weight of negativity or judgment. It allows you to focus on building a life that aligns with your values and goals. Most importantly, it teaches you the importance of prioritizing your well-being and setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated. Investing in relationships that reciprocate is one of the most rewarding decisions you can make for your emotional and mental well-being. Healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect, effort, and care, where both parties contribute to the bond and benefit from it equally. When you prioritize reciprocal relationships, you surround yourself with individuals who uplift, support, and value you, creating a positive and nurturing environment for personal and collective growth. At its core, a reciprocal relationship is one where there is a balance of give and take. Both individuals invest time, energy, and emotional support into the connection without one person consistently bearing the burden. This balance fosters trust and mutual respect, ensuring that neither party feels exploited or undervalued. Recognizing this dynamic is essential to assessing the health of your relationships and identifying those worth investing in. One of the key benefits of reciprocal relationships is emotional security. In such connections, you can trust that your needs, feelings, and efforts will be acknowledged and respected. Whether it's a friendship, romantic partnership, or professional relationship, knowing that you are valued creates a sense of stability and belonging. This security allows you to be vulnerable, share openly, and grow together without fear of judgment or rejection. Investing in reciprocal relationships also enhances your sense of self-worth. When you engage with people who genuinely care for you and appreciate your efforts, it reinforces the belief that you deserve kindness, respect, and support. Conversely, unbalanced relationships, where you give more than you receive, can lead to feelings of resentment, burnout, and low self-esteem. Choosing to invest in mutual connections is an act of self-respect, signaling that you value yourself enough to expect and maintain healthy dynamics. That we must see the value of caring and surrendering, that we must trust that things happen for a reason. To foster reciprocal relationships, communication plays a crucial role. Open and honest conversations ensure that both parties understand each other's expectations, boundaries, and needs. For instance, if you feel that you're consistently giving more than you're receiving, addressing the issue respectfully can lead to a productive discussion and potential resolution. Similarly, expressing gratitude and acknowledging the other person's efforts helps maintain the balance and strengthens the bond. Reciprocal relationships thrive on effort, and effort should come from both sides. It's about showing up for each other in meaningful ways, whether through acts of kindness, emotional support, or shared experiences. For example, a friend who listens to your struggles and offers advice should also feel that they can turn to you when they need someone to lean on. This mutual exchange builds trust and deepens the connection, making it a source of joy and strength. Time is another essential investment in reciprocal relationships. Building and maintaining strong connections require consistent attention and care. This doesn't mean spending every waking moment together, but rather prioritizing quality time when it matters most. Whether it's catching up over a coffee, checking in with a phone call, or being present during significant life events, these gestures reinforce the bond and show that you value the relationship. Another hallmark of reciprocal relationships is respect for each other's individuality. Healthy connections celebrate differences and allow both parties to grow independently while still supporting one another. For instance, a partner who encourages your personal ambitions and respects your need for space is contributing to a balanced and reciprocal relationship. This dynamic fosters mutual growth and ensures that neither party feels stifled or overshadowed. It's equally important to recognize when a relationship lacks reciprocity and take action accordingly. If you find yourself constantly giving without receiving, it may be time to reevaluate the connection. This doesn't necessarily mean ending the relationship, but it does require setting boundaries and communicating your feelings. In some cases, the other person may not realize the imbalance and may be willing to make changes to restore harmony. Investing in reciprocal relationships also involves being the kind of person who reciprocates. Relationships are a two-way street, and it's important to reflect on your own actions and contributions. Are you as supportive, attentive, and caring as you expect others to be? Practicing self-awareness and taking responsibility for your role in the relationship ensures that you're contributing positively to the dynamic. Self-reliance is one of the most empowering traits an individual can cultivate. It is the ability to depend on yourself for your needs, decisions, and happiness, rather than constantly seeking validation, support, or solutions from others. Understanding the power of self-reliance transforms the way you approach challenges, relationships, and personal growth. It fosters independence, resilience, and confidence, enabling you to take control of your life and achieve your goals on your own terms. At its core, self-reliance begins with trusting yourself. Many people doubt their abilities, constantly second-guessing their decisions or looking to others for guidance. While seeking advice is not inherently bad, over-dependence on external opinions can erode your sense of autonomy. Self-reliance requires you to trust in your judgment, instincts, and capacity to solve problems. It involves believing that you are capable of handling life's complexities and making the best decisions for yourself. One of the greatest benefits of self-reliance is the freedom it provides. When you are self-reliant, you are not bound by the need for others to dictate your path or validate your choices. This independence allows you to pursue your passions and goals without being hindered by the expectations or limitations imposed by others. You become the architect of your own destiny, free to shape your life in a way that aligns with your values and aspirations. Self-reliance also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and relying solely on others for support can leave you vulnerable when circumstances change. Developing the ability to navigate challenges on your own equips you to handle adversity with strength and determination. For instance, when faced with a financial setback, a self-reliant person might focus on budgeting, learning new skills, or finding creative solutions rather than depending entirely on someone else for assistance. This adaptability ensures that you can bounce back from difficulties and thrive despite obstacles. Another key aspect of self-reliance is taking responsibility for your actions and outcomes. It's easy to blame external factors or other people when things go wrong, but self-reliant individuals understand that they have the power to influence their circumstances. By owning your choices and their consequences, you empower yourself to make changes and improve your situation. This mindset shift not only fosters accountability, but also strengthens your problem-solving skills and self-confidence. Self-reliance does not mean isolating yourself or refusing help when needed. It's important to recognize the distinction between independence and stubbornness. Asking for help or collaborating with others can be a sign of strength, especially when done intentionally and without dependency. The power of self-reliance lies in knowing that you can rely on yourself first and foremost, while still valuing and utilizing the support of others when appropriate. Cultivating self-reliance requires a combination of mindset shifts and practical actions. Start by setting small, achievable goals that allow you to build confidence in your abilities. For example, take responsibility for managing your finances, completing a project independently, or learning a new skill. Each success reinforces your belief in yourself and encourages you to take on larger challenges. So, start where you start and celebrate success. Another way to enhance self-reliance is by developing problem-solving skills. Life will always present difficulties, but how you respond to them determines your growth. Instead of immediately seeking outside advice, take time to analyze the situation, explore potential solutions, and make a decision based on your judgment. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to handle complex issues with confidence and efficiency. Self-reliance also involves emotional independence. Many people rely on others to provide constant reassurance or validation, but this can create unhealthy dynamics in relationships. Learning to regulate your emotions, practice self-compassion, and find internal sources of motivation enables you to maintain emotional stability even when external support is unavailable. Journaling, meditation, and mindfulness practices can help you connect with your inner self and build emotional resilience. Surrounding yourself with empowering influences can also foster self-reliance. While the journey to independence is personal, having a supportive environment that encourages growth can make a significant difference. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that inspire self-sufficiency and encourage you to take ownership of your life. Finally, embrace failure as a natural part of the self-reliance journey. Mistakes and setbacks are opportunities to learn and grow, not reasons to doubt your abilities. Each challenge you overcome independently adds to your sense of self-worth and capability. Over time, you'll find that your confidence grows and the need for external validation diminishes. Rejection is an inevitable part of life, and while it can be painful and disheartening, it is also one of the most valuable teachers we can encounter. Whether it's being turned down for a job, facing the end of a relationship, or hearing no to an idea you're passionate about, rejection can feel like a blow to your confidence and self-esteem. However, when you choose to embrace the lessons that rejection offers, it transforms from a source of disappointment into a stepping stone for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. You respond by deciding. The first step in embracing rejection is understanding that it does not define your worth. Too often, people internalize rejection, believing it to be a reflection of their abilities, character, or value. In reality, rejection is often situational and subjective. A job you didn't get might have gone to someone with a slightly different skill set, not because you weren't qualified. A relationship that ended might have been due to incompatible goals, not a lack of your desirability. When you detach rejection from your self-worth, it becomes easier to see it as a momentary setback rather than a personal failure. Rejection is also a powerful opportunity for self-reflection. Each no carries the potential for insight and growth if you're willing to examine it honestly. For example, if you were rejected after a job interview, take time to consider what might have gone wrong. Did you fully prepare? Did you communicate your skills effectively? Similarly, if a personal relationship ended, reflect on the dynamics of the connection. Were there patterns or behaviors that contributed to the outcome? This kind of introspection allows you to identify areas for improvement and become better equipped for future opportunities. One of the most profound lessons of rejection is resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and the ability to bounce back from setbacks is crucial for long-term success and happiness. Each time you face rejection and choose to keep moving forward, you build emotional strength and perseverance. Over time, rejection loses its sting because you learn to see it as a temporary hurdle rather than an insurmountable obstacle. This resilience not only helps you navigate future challenges, but also reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome adversity. Rejection often redirects us toward better opportunities. While it may not feel like it in the moment, being turned away from one path can open the door to another that is more aligned with your goals and values. For instance, losing out on a particular job might lead you to discover a role that is a better fit for your skills and passions. A failed relationship might make space for a connection that brings you greater fulfillment. When you embrace rejection as a redirection rather than an end, you begin to see it as part of life's natural course of steering you toward where you're truly meant to be. Embracing rejection also teaches you the value of persistence. Many successful individuals faced countless rejections before achieving their goals. Authors, entrepreneurs, and artists alike often recount stories of being turned away repeatedly before finding success. These experiences illustrate that rejection is not a final verdict, but rather a challenge to keep striving. Persistence allows you to view rejection as a necessary step in the journey rather than a roadblock, motivating you to push forward with even greater determination. Another important lesson of rejection is learning to focus on what you can control. There are many factors in life, especially in situations involving other people, that are beyond your influence. For example, you cannot control someone else's preferences, opinions, or decisions. However, you can control your response to rejection, your willingness to grow, and your determination to keep trying. This shift in focus helps you channel your energy productively, rather than dwelling on what you cannot change. Rejection also fosters empathy and humility. Experiencing rejection gives you insight into the feelings of others who may face similar setbacks. It reminds you that everyone struggles at times, creating a shared human experience that can bring people closer together. Additionally, rejection humbles you by showing that no one is immune to setbacks, no matter how skilled or accomplished they may be. This humility can make you more compassionate, grounded, and understanding in your relationships and interactions. Life's problems you'll create. Finally, embracing rejection helps you cultivate a growth mindset. Instead of viewing rejection as a fixed outcome, you begin to see it as a learning experience that can lead to improvement. A growth mindset encourages you to take risks, explore new possibilities, and step out of your comfort zone, knowing that rejection is simply part of the process. With this perspective, rejection becomes less intimidating and more motivating, empowering you to pursue your goals with confidence. Focusing on your goals and purpose is one of the most vital steps in leading a meaningful and fulfilling life. In a world full of distractions, competing demands, and external pressures, maintaining clarity about what you truly want and why you want it can be challenging. However, dedicating yourself to your goals and staying aligned with your purpose provides direction, motivation, and resilience in the face of obstacles. It is the compass that guides you toward the life you envision and the person you strive to become. Your goals serve as the milestones along the journey of life, while your purpose acts as the overarching reason behind your actions. To focus on these effectively, it is essential to have a clear understanding of what they are. Start by asking yourself what truly matters to you. What brings you joy, fulfillment, or a sense of accomplishment? Reflecting on these questions helps you identify goals that align with your values and a purpose that resonates deeply with your core beliefs. Once you've defined your goals and purpose, the next step is to break them down into actionable steps. Large goals can often feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or self-doubt. By dividing them into smaller, manageable tasks, you create a roadmap that makes progress more achievable and measurable. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, breaking it into daily or weekly word count targets can help you stay consistent and focused. Each step forward reinforces your commitment to the bigger picture. Discipline is a cornerstone of maintaining focus on your goals and purpose. Success often requires sustained effort, even when motivation wanes or challenges arise. Discipline involves creating routines and habits that support your objectives. For example, setting aside specific times each day to work on your goals, minimizing distractions. Staying consistent can help you build momentum and stay on track. Over time, these habits become second nature, making it easier to remain focused and productive. A strong sense of purpose also provides resilience in the face of setbacks. Life is unpredictable and obstacles are inevitable. Without a clear sense of why you're pursuing your goals, it can be easy to feel defeated or lose interest when things don't go as planned. However, when you're deeply connected to your purpose, you're more likely to persevere. Your purpose acts as a source of inner strength, reminding you why you started and inspiring you to keep going despite challenges. One of the biggest threats to staying focused on your goals and purpose is distraction. In today's digital age, countless things vie for your attention: social media, notifications, entertainment, and the opinions of others. To counteract this, it's crucial to create an environment that minimizes distractions and supports your focus. This could mean setting boundaries for technology use, dedicating a quiet space for work, or surrounding yourself with people who encourage your progress. By eliminating unnecessary noise, you can concentrate more fully on what truly matters. It's also important to periodically evaluate and adjust your goals and purpose. As you grow and evolve, your priorities may shift, and that's perfectly normal. Regular self-assessment allows you to stay aligned with what feels authentic and meaningful at each stage of your life. Ask yourself if your current goals still excite and challenge you, or if your purpose continues to inspire you. And if not, don't be afraid to recalibrate and set new objectives that better reflect who you are and what you want to achieve, right? So celebrating progress, no matter how small, is another key aspect of staying focused on your goals and purpose. Acknowledging your achievements, whether it's completing a task or reaching a milestone, boosts your confidence and reinforces your commitment. These moments of celebration remind you of how far you've come and motivate you to keep pushing forward. It's equally important to cultivate patience as you work toward your goals. Significant achievements often take time, and expecting immediate results can lead to frustration. Remember that progress is a journey, not a sprint. Focus on the process rather than solely fixating on the outcome. When you learn to enjoy the journey and take pride in the effort you're putting in, the rewards become even more satisfying. Finally, surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals can make a significant difference in maintaining your focus. Whether it's mentors, friends, or a community that shares your values, these relationships can provide encouragement, accountability, and inspiration. They remind you that you're not alone on your journey and can offer valuable perspectives when you face challenges or doubts. In conclusion, focusing on your goals and purpose requires clarity, discipline, and resilience. It involves setting meaningful objectives, breaking them down into actionable steps, and staying committed despite distractions or setbacks. By cultivating habits that support your focus, regularly assessing your progress, and celebrating your achievements, you create a sustainable path toward fulfillment and success. Embrace the journey, stay true to your purpose, and let your goals serve as the guiding stars that illuminate the life you aspire to live. And